Skate 4 is not bad. It's not a 4 out of 10. It's not suffocated by loot boxes or microtransactions, and it's not a massive departure from prior skates. It doesn't have horrible character models or the world's cringiest narration. It's honestly just a slightly modernized, graphically updated version of Skate with some challenges thrown in. So why is every mainstream reviewer destroying it? In one short word, nostalgia. I didn't play the prior Skates on launch. I wasn't shredding half-pipes in Skate 1 almost 20 years ago. I only ever played Skate 3 a handful of times in the past 2 years on Game Pass. So when I went into the new Skate with fresh, clean, unbiased eyes, I knew the general controls and physics. But that was pretty much it. So after a short wait to load in, and about an hour through the tutorials, I was very confused about the bad rap it got. Let's start with the character models. Are they cartoonish? Yes. Are they Fortnite bad? Not at all. Were Skate 3's character models anything special? Nope. As someone who just wants to ride around on a skateboard, doing tricks in an open world, I really could care less about what my character looks like. And with the game being free, if you want to spend $10 to $30 on a fancy Grim Reaper skin, you can. Because you didn't pay to play. Are the microtransactions oppressive? Not when compared to other games like Fortnite and Call of Duty and Overwatch. It annoys me that they occasionally stop your game just to give you cosmetics, and the tutorial reminds you to use your credits on loot boxes over and over. But you can just ignore that, for the most part. People are also really bent out of shape that the Skate gameplay is, quote, unrealistic because you can now climb and skydive from any high place. Which is funny because there's thousands of meme videos of people only doing tricks they can do in real life in Skate, and they're defying the laws of gravity back in Skate 2 in 2009 or whatever. Honestly, the game is a mix of assisted tricks with realistic physics, and you can significantly tailor that to how much assistance you want, which is a huge improvement in my opinion. The ease or difficulty of the game is completely in your hands, and if you want realism, you can achieve it with the proper settings. But otherwise, the controls are mostly unchanged from past games, and the tricks remain satisfying and fun. Now, there is jank sometimes with very particular tricks, as well as landing when you're either backwards or on your off foot. Frankly, my biggest complaint is just how much velocity you lose going up a jump. Trying to get big air in your jump apex now feels more difficult than ever. But everything else for tricks still feels solid and fun. People are also complaining that the map is too busy and feels like a fake city built like a skate park that's not really lived in. And honestly, it is. But that's not a bad thing. This is a video game. Skate 3 had huge open stretches with no real skate architecture to utilize in its open maps. You had to find points of interest that were intentionally made, you guessed it, like a skate park. Now, everything feels like that. You don't have to travel far to find an area with plenty of places to launch tricks, grind, and jump off of. Plus, the added verticality to climbing opens even more trick options up. I prefer having this than having to teleport around the old skate maps to find jumps, or even worse, create my own custom skate areas. Which, by the way, is also in modern Skate as well now. Lastly, there's always people upset to hear that any game is online only, and I get that. Skate never needed to be online, but that is just how modern gaming is. Those same people are probably mad that it wasn't put out on a disc and dropped onto a GameStop shelf. And I love physical media too, but when you're dealing with a big company like EA, you should really expect this when you see a free-to-play option. And don't forget, Skate is in early access. It is an evolving game that will get updates and patches to make it better and better. And to top that off, you can now finally skate around with your friends for the first time ever in multiplayer. And honestly, I think that is a fair trade-off for not having a disc. Overall, I really don't see any of the merit to the hate that Skate is currently getting. A free, modernized Skate game with classic controls, classic physics, a dense open world, multiplayer, and more updates to come all sounds pretty good to me for free. I'm really not sure why people are mad it's not like a 2007 early PS3 game. I think it all comes back to nostalgia, with some overloaded expectations added in. Skate is a great, relaxing sports game with plenty to do and see. Don't let the old Skate 1 veterans or IGN make you avoid a really fun entry into the Skate universe.